Hello YouTube land, it's Tyconders here doing another action figure review. Now this time it is for the Marvel Select or Diamond Select or Marvel Select Black Panther figure, and this is the movie version Black Panther. And he comes in this giant window style box packaging, which is the standard packaging for Diamond Select and the Marvel Select figures. So you have like the figure displayed inside the packaging, whatever display options like the the base, which I just brought in there off screen, which I'd forgotten to put up on the table, is in behind it. And then you have an image, or you have like on the back of the packaging you have an image of the character itself. So bear with me a second, I'll just pan up there. You have the name of the character, Marvel Select, Marvel Black Panther movie logo, and then you have the Black Panther Deluxe action figure with diorama, and the write-up on it says Black Panther follows Chakala. It's Chakala, I think I was saying his name. I'm terrible at that pronouncing the name from the character, who after the events of Captain America's Civil War returns home to the isolated, technologically advanced African nation of Wakanda to take his place as king. However, when an old enemy reappears on the radar, T'Challa metal as king, and Black Panther is tested when he is drawn into a conflict that puts the entire fate of Wakanda and the world at risk. This 7-inch action figure of Black Panther is based on his appearance in the feature film Marvel's Black Panther, and features 16 points of articulation and a diorama base, and it's sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. So, flipping the box back around. So, in essence, you can actually use this guy as the Avengers version of Black Panther as well, considering I don't think there's pretty much any difference between the costumes between the two films. But onto the figure itself. So before I bring the accessories in, which there isn't too many of, let's just get a quick height of him. So he stands just under, just bang on the 7 inches actually, which is pretty much the scale of NECA's figures and most of the Diamond Select figures. So, and there's a few other companies that do kind of 7-inch scale figures, so you can kind of do crossovers. So for the figure himself, he has the mask sculpted on his head. There isn't an unmasked variant as far as I know. They possibly might do one, but as far as I know, I don't think there is one. Unless it's a Disney Store exclusive, they might do an unmasked exclusive, because I know Disney Store gets some of the Marvel Selects as exclusives. So I think they had like a whole Guardians line of exclusive figures. So articulation wise, he has a rotation in the shoulder, can go out that much. He has an upper bicep swivel. He has dual jointed elbows. You can get the extra elbow joint to move. It is a bit tight, so he can put his elbow over 90 degrees. He's now back into place. He does have a swivel on the wrist, and he has a hinge peg on the wrist as well. Actually, I don't think I've used the hinges on these closed fists. He actually comes with the claw hands, which I'll just swap out there quickly. As you can see, it's just on a peg system, so it just pegs in and out. He does have the claw hands attached in packaging. The fists are actually the ones that are separate, so I haven't really used the hinges on them that much, but they're pretty much the same hinge that are on the claw hand. In fact, I'll swap out for both claw hands. I prefer them on them than the other ones. He does have an ab crunch, which is quite nice. It's quite nicely hidden. Now it doesn't go forward too much or back too much, but it does go side to side quite nicely. He doesn't have a waist swivel, and he has this kind of weird T-crotch style hinge is at the side, so he can go forward and back that much. You can just do the splits just about that much. He has an upper thigh swivel, dual jointed knees, and then he has ankle tilt with swivel as well. So he has ball rocker style ankle swivels. The only other accessory he comes with, aside from the he does have peg holes on the bottom of his feet. I always forget doing the peg holes. Aside from the swappable hands, which are just fists, he does come with this display base, which is supposed to be, I think it represents the kind of the train platform from the mining cave in Wakanda. As far as I know, it has it's kind of a rock face with splatterings of kind of blue in it, which I think is supposed to represent the vibranium. But I thought the vibranium in the film was kind of a purple color. I could be wrong. I know his suit kind of goes purple when he's charging it up, so I kind of thought it was a purple color that vibranium went when it was kind of charged, but I could be wrong. But all in all, he's a really cool figure. And just for a size comparison, and have her to hand, here he is with the DC. Here's the DC Collectibles Arrow TV series version of Vixen, which are kind of, I wouldn't say they're similar characters, but they're kind of, they both have kind of similar backgrounds and stuff like that. You kind of both protect their different parts where they come from. And then just for another size comparison, here he is with the WWE Chris Jericho mummy figure. So you can see the scale. He does scale up. Most of the WWE figures are the 7-inch scale figures, so you can see they do scale up quite nicely. Really good figure. I do recommend picking him up. He does seem a little bit lighter on the accessories than some of the other Diamond Select figures, I think. But then again, he is movie sculpt kind of design, so he's not comic based. But he is better articulated than some of the older Marvel Diamond Select figures. Some of them were just mere statues that had maybe one or two moving or swivel parts, and they didn't have any super articulation. So I suppose that's the trade-off, that you're getting a super articulated figure compared to kind of a brick. So there you go, guys. A quick video review for T'Challa or Black Panther. I'm just going to say Black Panther because it's easier for me. From the Black Panther movie. I do recommend picking him up. He's a cool figure. If you're, I did a few crossover pictures with him versus one of the NECA Predators, and they scale up really cool. So I might throw that in as a thumbnail for this. So hopefully you enjoy my video reviews, and as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys.